Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 32 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of ATM10, where I'm making a combiner from Mechanism for no reason other than I want Honeycomb. Now, if you're asking yourself, hey Dyer, what does a combiner from Mechanism have to do with Honeycomb? That's an exceptional question. Nothing. Except for the fact that for some reason, the quest reward for this gives you Honeycomb. Hooray! Which, if I'm not mistaken, should now also give me another quest reward. Oh yeah, look at that! Mutations. Dyer was paying attention to what he was doing for a change. Where'd mutations go? Where is that guy? Productive bees? That gives me this guy, which gives me more honeycomb. And then productive farming, there's some mutations, which is cool. So look how many honeycomb I have now, only from making a combiner. And that's nice, because I need honeycomb. What I've decided I'm going to do is make honey seeds. Because, like, we did a lot with bees in FTB Evolution. So I want to do less with bees this time around. In FTB Evolution, I skipped most of Mystical Agriculture and didn't touch it, really. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do, maybe do botany pots and type stuff. You know, we'll see. But that could be cool. Does that sound fun? I don't know. We'll see. Looks like you need to have the right farmland, though, if you do botany pots, but, like, I can work with that. So if I want to make these seeds, I'm going to need the infusion, pedestal, and altar, right? So that shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to need some red wool. How are we for beetroot? Well, yeah, we're good. So we want the altar, which is going to be 1 wool, and then we're going to want the pedestals, which is going to be 8 wool, right? So there's altar, there's pedestals, then we're good to go. After a quick nap, to get this thunderstorm to go away. I think it's the thunderstorm, I don't know. It's nighttime. Something like that. Do we want a dedicated island for this setup? Maybe. Might not be a bad idea to start going off in that direction, though, because, like, we've been going left to right quite a bit. Let's get our copy-paste. There we go. Perfect. And then right in the center of this island is where we will set up. Cool. And then we should be able to make honey seeds, assuming we have enough Inferium Essence, which I don't know if we do or not. I guess we'll find out. Now, we can make Inferium seeds. So I think the first thing we should do is definitely Inferium seeds. And then we can get our botany pots. Now, we're going to need some kind of Inferium farmland, but that looks doable. Yeah. And then botany pots. I would like a hopper botany pot. Now, these, we have to pay attention to what we get, right? 1, 2, 3 possible things. So if we're going to, like, dump into a functional storage drawer here, you know, we should do that. And we should do, like, this and this. All right. And that. And I'm thinking we just add it right here like we would anything else, right? You guys can come in, lock it, link it, do thing. Actually, you know what? I might want to not link it yet and unlock that because I want to get the hopper botany pot placed first to make sure it's like inserting stuff. So in theory, Inferium farmland plus U equals that. And then you should grow. And that should be cool. All right. Now you might get fertilized essence. I'd like, oh, there we go. Never mind. I was about to say, like, I want to wait for that to show up, before I lock it and link it. Cool. So now we've got, Inferium going on, and we'll store like, 8,000 of them, which doesn't sound like quite enough, does it? No, 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 no. Let's do that. Let's do that. 200-ish thousand. 4.7 million. That sounds like a number that I could get behind. Let me do. Now we're cooking. 7 million. Yeah, that'll be good. The only thing is you're kind of slow. I wonder if there's like a thing with this, with the whole, like, so it does say, an increase in growth speed when you use these. I wonder if anything else gets like a growth speed increase. I don't know. I mean, obviously there's other ways to get, rapid growth happening here. Besides just tick accelerating this dude. How are we for Inferium, by the way? We have a little bit. And I think it's because we had some from, like, some sieving going on or something at some point. So, yeah, we have a smidgen. Does this come from sieving something? Not really. It came from something somewhere. I don't remember where. Maybe mob drops? I forget. I forget where this came from. But, long story short, let's probably do this and then lock him back up. And then we'll have all our Inferium in the same place, which will be there. You are linked, right? Oh, right. I want to put you back in ad mode. See? That's why I always double check. You never know. So now, Inferium good. Enough at least make a tier 2 seed. So let's get you upgraded to you. And I'm real quick going to need one of you. So that dude's going to need an Inferium crystal, which needs you, which needs you. Oh, good. We have prosperity shards. How many prosperity shards do we have? That we have a lot of, because that is definitely from sieving. Cool. And then you can do 4 of those to get me honey seeds. We're going to need prosperity seed base. And then we're going to need our 4 honeycomb, right? Is that what I need, or do I need something else for honey seeds? I also need honey bottle. Did I get any of those as a quest reward? I actually got exactly 4. So how cool is that? So does that mean I can make my honey agglomerate? No, because I need 8. Can I get more honey bottles from something? So I'm really trying to, like, sneakily not get seeds, or not get bees, right? So we just need a couple more honey bottles to make that a reality. Right? So for honey bottles, maybe the centrifuge, because the bottle's what, 250? So if I get 100, it doesn't say it's a chance-based thing. So if I get 100 from that, to get, I'm gonna need 1,000. So I'm gonna need 10. I think I can do that. So for a centrifuge, we just need you. And this is hopefully temporary. And in theory, you'll be good. And then what, a bottler? 100 millibuckets of honey. Cool. And then... You're not going to give me the value, are you? Bummer. So what I need is 4 more, right? So that'll be 200. I might have literally just nothing. That would be awesome. I would love that if that were the case. So this guy should be 300, and then it'll use up 250 to bottle, I hope. Yes, perfect. Which means I put 7 in here. I speed that up. And then we've got that. And then we should have just enough to make my 4 honey agglomerates. Sweet. Who needs bees? Not dire. Alright, and then you'll make honey essence, which can be used to make either honey bottles or honeycomb or honey blocks. And that's what's up, right? So then we get another functional storage dude. Okay. And you should be voiding, right? Yes, good. So you're going to be the same deal. You're going to be that and that. And then we're going to get a hopper. Clay. We have no clay? How do we know we have clay? I thought we had that on Autocraft. Didn't we do something for Autocraft? No. Yes, we can make clay balls. Can I make like a ton of those? No, because they need clay. All right, how do I get clay again? What's a cool way I can get clay? Mud. Mixer. Really? Not a lot of good ways to get clay here, are there? Like, we can throw dust in that thing, but kind of like boring, isn't it? I mean, we could just do that, right? What we could do is, if I threw a clicker on here, we have dust, right? Yeah, something like that. So if I do this, that kind of works, right? Then I get a pattern provider. And some cables. And then we get a collector. Let's do an advanced item collector. Well, basic item collector, and then upgrade him. Because this will pick it up like the instant the item entity gets created. And I can filter you to clay. Right? And now we should be getting clay blocks. Cool. And then it's a very quick and easy, you come from this, but sans the water. I mean, I could put the water in along with it. Well, no, I can't because it's the clicker doing it. So I think we're fine as is, right? So basically, clay comes from dust, right? And then if I want, 10 more of that, boom. Very cool. Works for me. All right. So then with that cooking, I can now get my hopper dude. And then you, and then we're going to need a, I assume, Prudentium farmland, right? So I should be teaching you, shouldn't I? I thought I did teach you. Did I do something with... I did, but I didn't put in the thing. So you and you, and then we'll tick accelerate it. Just get her going. And then because I have one of these already, I can do that and not have to wait for it. And then I can lock and link. And now we've got honey. Cool. That works for me. And again, if I need that to be faster, we can make it faster through other ways. I'm just trying to, like, you know, do other mods for a change. Like, yes, there's a dozen ways to handle that. You know, let's do something different. So what I wouldn't mind doing is teaching you, oh, you need one of those to make the next tier. Okay. We're missing one of those because we don't have it in the thing. Cool. And then you're going to be that. Now, did you get rid of my other crystal when I upgraded you? No. Good. Okay, cool. So for the time being, that'll probably be... Well, I don't want to go too crazy on this, because, like, we don't have as much Inferium as we're going to need. Like, actually, this is, like, way too slow. But I don't know how much I'm going to need just yet. Let's put it that way. So let's hold off until we get to the point where it's like, yeah, we really need more, and then we'll amp that up. So between episodes, I did a bunch of cool stuff. Number one, a bunch of this. Number two, I also enchanted my netherite mesh. And the reason I did that is I did find something that netherite and only netherite can make. There might be more things that only netherite and, you know, whatnot can make. I'm not seeing it here, which is funny. But crushed endstone in a netherite mesh can get you echo shards, skulk, and skulk shrieker. So those are now all in my drawer system. Okay. And that means I can use that to get deep shelves turned into two things. One would be this, and another would be this, which needs candles, which needs wax, which explains why I just spent all that time doing all that stuff that I just did. Cool? So now I want to teach you how to make wax, and I want to teach you how to do that. And while I'm at it, I might teach you the bottles thing, just so you know the deal with that. And then we've got honey, and wax, and candles. Cool. So that means you can give me candles, and that's cool. Okay. So quest-wise, that's a lot of stuff. Ooh, cow seeds, and earth seeds, and inferium seeds, and machine frames for some reason, and all kinds of other junk. Cool. So yeah, basically between episodes, made a ton of stuff. I can get rid of all this to do now, because that's all pretty much done. That I'm going to keep because I haven't made that one yet. But if we look at the Apotheosis Enchanting, I basically breezed through all of these, right? And got to the point where we're at, like, the soul-touched skulk shelf and the echoing skulk shelf, so we can get, you know, that. So I wouldn't mind getting one of these, and I wouldn't mind getting one of these. Now, for both of these, we're going to need Skulk Catalyst, which we can grow with other Skulk Catalysts, but I don't think I have any of that yet, right? We got Skulk Shriekers, but we haven't gotten Skulk Catalysts yet. And Warden tendrils are from, I assume, killing the Warden. Cool. Okay. So that's the next quest, right? Skulk Core. What does that do? It's a quest for spawning the Warden. Use the Skulk Core on a Skulk Shrieker to enable it to spawn Wardens. Oh, normally Skulk Shriekers placed by players cannot spawn Wardens, so this item is useful for obtaining Skulk items in Skyblock World. Perfect. Okay, so that makes, sense. And very easy to make, given we have, like, unlimited Echo Shards at this point. So yeah, that's cool. Nice. Can I make more of these? I can, actually. Skulk plus Skulk Sensor equals more Skulk Sensors. Should we do that? Skulk. Plus Skulk Sensor. Right? Skulk Sensor on top, Skulk or Skulk Catalyst on the bottom. I would have expected you to do something by now. Maybe you're just really slow? It says it'll work. Am I misreading this? Oh, growth time 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, that'll definitely do it. Though I did do 64x, right? Like, what's your growth time? 1 minute? Okay. So, I mean, still, though. You should have grown by now, I think. Right? I mean, the Warden will also drop him. But, like, if you gave me them, I don't want to use them except to get more. Which, at 128x, we should have gotten more from by now, right? Why ain't this working? Oh. I guess we'll hold off on that. Let's figure out what we're gonna do about spawning the Warden. So there's a couple ways we could probably handle that. Let's do this. Let me think for a minute about how I want to handle this. Let's do a build to me, and then build a platform specifically for Warden handling. Pretty close. Anchor that guy, just so I have him. Not that it really matters, but that should be fine. Is that cool? Yes. I like that. Now I'm going to do that, and that should be cool. Now Mr. Warden can be trapped all the way over here, and not so much of a threat. So apparently, what I want to do is I'm going to put away the Skulk Sensor. I'm going to leave the other one down there. I'd really love it if you would, like, create a thing. Like, just, that would be cool. If you would just do the thing that you say you can do. Yeah, 5 minutes. I don't know, man. I did a 100x multiplier. I feel like that would have been done by now. But now to spawn the Warden, we just need to place the Shrieker and put a Skull Core in it, and then we're cool. Aren't you guys like a thing? Skulk. There you are. I know I had some. There we go. I don't quite have a bow yet. I should probably have a bow. Because I don't have, like, any armor. But I wanted to see him be spawned, and then I was going to go make a bow. I feel like that's a pretty good play. I'm assuming this is what I do. Now, in fairness, if I want to cheese him, I totally can. Right? There's, like, definitely ways to cheese this dude. Alright, let's go with the spawning. There he is. Alright, cool. Now, if I'm flying and not making any noise, I should be cool, right? And Mr. Warden can't see or bother me. Works. Okay. Cool. Now, talk to me real quick about, how about a horizontal wall? No, a vertical wall. Guess that's one way to kill the Warden. Am I out of bricks? Might be. It would make sense. I would run out of bricks at that moment. Put all that away, that. And let's undo. You and you. He's like, ooh, what was that noise? Oh, wrong position. That. And now we've got a Warden in the box. Yes? I wonder if I could make, like one of these dudes make that happen? From mob grinding utilities? Can we do a mob masher? Now that's interesting. I flew away and came back, and Buddy's gone. But that's okay, because I can get him back. Now what I was thinking is we do something like this. Should we try out these spikes and see how they work? Did I, like, what's going on here? Do I have them, like, in my inventory or something and I didn't realize it? Oh, there they are. Okay. Why are you being weird? So if I put you... Oh, Oh, good, it doesn't hurt players. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Now, can they spawn on something like glass? I'm gonna hope not, because I want to make sure that he never spawns on top of, like, this dude, right? So if I put glass up here, would he be unable to spawn on that? I don't know. But it sounds like something that might be the case. So will he take damage from those spikes? I hope so, because, like... Yes. Look at him taking damage from spikes. Does that work really well? Because I feel like it's working really well. Am I wrong about how well that's working? Because that's kind of cool. Mr. Warden might be in trouble. You can apparently enchant these spikes too, if you so wish. But, you know, with the number I want, I doubt I'm going to want to enchant them. But, like, I just stand here and he dies? Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on, he sees me. Now, in theory, he should have dropped as if a player killed him. And it looks like he did, because look, I got some Skull Catalyst, I got the Warden Tendril, I got a miniature blue heart. I don't mean to cause alarm, but I feel like that might have worked. Now, can I, like, grow these? Apparently, yes. Skull plus Skull Catalyst should grow as well. Though, I'm questioning if that's going to work on account of the fact, like, I didn't lock you or nothing, right? No, I didn't lock you yet. I didn't lock and link. I didn't nothing. So he should be working. In theory. Like, is there something funky with you, Mr. Drawer? No, you are the kind that's craftable, so that means you don't have any, like, stuff. Right? So in theory, Hopper Botany Paint with you and go should work. And you'll also take about 5 minutes to grow. It does say that, like, either one of these work, right? As the crop. So, like, meh. The only thing I could try doing is, like, putting this underneath this and see if that works. And then what I could do is get another Warden spawned, get another Catalyst. If I have 2 Catalysts, in theory, it might be able to grow them. But, like, this should be working, and it's just not. Let me try it like this. Should be working. According to JEI, this is a thing. Whether or not it's actually a thing, I guess we don't know. What I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. Maybe get a couple more Wardens going between episodes. And then when we come back, I will have probably done more enchanty stuff off camera. And hopefully have, like, close to a perfect level enchanting system. Is that cool? All right. For now, wrapping up point. Devil20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Killing Wardens is fun. That ain't... Okay, yeah, I should probably make it so that it's well lit over here at least. But yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. For now, Adults want to sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy. Oh, and he can spawn on glass.